Hi guys, I know that some of you will not be having electricity tomorrow, so I'm doing this short recording just to explain in detail what the activities are, and you can go ahead and complete them. So the first learning activity, the instructions are students will identify and write 3 ideas that were discussed. So it could be a discussion that we had yesterday, Tuesday, or if those of you that will be joining tomorrow, anything that we discussed tomorrow, Thursday. And these 3 ideas are the 3 things that stood out to you out of everything that we talked about. And then you are going to write what your initial thoughts for each one were. So in the I read section, this is here, if you're going to do it on the slides, you can add a text box, and then if you have your package, then you can just write it in the space that I've provided. I read, so this is what we talked about, the first thing that stood out to you, the second thing that stood out to you, and the third thing that stood out to you. And then based on these 3 things, you will have an I thought. So when I read this, or when you read it, and we discussed it, what was the first thing that you thought about this specific idea? And then you write that in the cloud symbol that I have there. So this is the first one, right? That's all you have to do. 3 things that caught your attention, and then what you thought about each of these 3 things. What was your first initial thought? Then now moving on to the second activity, it is also a graphic organizer, but the instructions are students will complete the following graphic organizer with 1 similarity and 4 differences between the Mayan religion and Christianity. And then you have the graphic organizer, and the same thing, you can add a text box, and then you can insert your information in the specific slots that are provided, or if you have the printed package, you can just write it in the space that I've given to you. So now, how is the Mayan religion and Christianity similar to each other? And I would like you to think of one thing. So now this is what we're going to be talking about tomorrow, right? Specifically the Mayan religion, what were their beliefs and traditions, and then you want to compare that to Christianity, our beliefs right now. And then if you will not be able to join tomorrow, then the information is always posted in Google Classroom. You will have access to the PowerPoints, and you will also have access to the recording, because these assignments are due on Friday, right? So then it is one thing that both the Mayan religion and the Christianity have in common. And it could be and the most simplest thing that you think that they have in common, then you can write it there. And then I would like you to identify 4 differences. The differences might be quite easier to analyze and to be able to identify. And then you don't have to, it's just the pointers, a short phrase, right? You don't have to be writing a lot or incomplete sentences. Just add the short pointer or this little phrase that you're going to be adding for each one, and then that would work. And then these 2 are the activities that are assigned to you guys for this week. All right? I will be available if any of you need a more clarification. You can always send me a WhatsApp message, or you can add a private comment in Google Classroom, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. All right, so have a great day, guys. Take care and be safe, and I will see you guys for class.